Welcome back, Aquarius. It's June 2016. This is your life. I'm Dadhichi from astrology.com.au. Haste makes waste. Mars is in your 10th house. It is the ruler of your career, one of the rulers. As we mentioned the last couple of months, it's been doing this reverse motion in your career sector. It's not a particularly friendly planet, although it does rule that career sector, the upper angle, and that reduces some of its negativity. But the interesting thing about this planet and the retrogression of a planet actually increases its power. So some of you have been experiencing an upward lift in your professional activities, but also a revisionary stage, a rethinking about what it is you actually want to do, whether this is where you want to be. And right on the last day of the month, this planet is going to go back into its direct motion. So you've still got the rest of this month where you're really actively seeking success, but you have to be careful that that impulse doesn't cause you to make decisions that are not in keeping with your deepest spiritual need, your most sacred and gifted talents. If it's just money that you're doing your work for, then you may be blinkered to those deeper issues that are going to give you the long-term fulfillment that you're looking for. Fortunately, when the planet is retrograde, it can actually bring you into a space of understanding what that is. And creativity, as I've also mentioned over the past few months, is the source of that satisfaction. It's actually also the source of great success, because if you're creative and you love what you do within the sphere of your work, then the quality of the work will be better, you'll enjoy what you do, and the end result of that is enhanced reputation and increased wealth. And why do I mention that? That's because the Sun and Venus is your luckiest planet actually, although it's just been hammered by the Sun in what's called combustion. That is, the Sun has passed over the conjunction of Venus in your 5th house, showing that although you are capable of expressing yourself, you may have sacrificed that for some other benefit. Now that's passing. You should revisit this whole question of creativity. It's also the house of love affairs, but I'm focusing this particularly on your ability to find meaning in the work that you're doing. Venus, we see, is going to move into an opposition aspect of one of your ruling planets, Saturn. That takes place on the very early in the month actually, on the 4th of June. That passes. This can constrain you in terms of the way you are approaching your work. So that's that lack of creativity, but it also may be a sense of a lack of support by those you love. If you're married or in a relationship, are you getting the support that you want in the work that you do? That is a real danger, that you are clear on what you want. Let's just say, for argument's sake, you're clear on what you want. You've determined through these retrograde planets and some deep, serious thinking what it is you want. But then you come to a position where the people around you don't support you. That's a tough one, especially if you're married. And believe me, it happens a lot. So you need to be on the same page with those meaningful others in your life. But that may not be the case, especially around the 3rd and 4th. We see the square of Neptune, the opposition of Saturn, the square of Jupiter up until the 5th. And then, of course, too, you have some hard aspects from Mercury to Neptune and Jupiter around the 21st and 23rd. So Mercury, fortunately, is a faster moving planet, and it will make its entry into your creative house on the 13th. That's following the new moon that takes place in this area as well. So your 5th house of creativity, to me, seems to be the key. That's part 1 of the key. Part 2 is to hold your ground, because if you've got someone that's not supporting you, then they're going to erode your confidence by, you know, I don't know whether you've heard of that term SNIOP. SNIOP, one of my sales managers 30 years ago used to use that term, SNIOP, being subjected to the negative influence of other people. And that's the danger there, that you could be dragged down. So stick to your guns this month. Some great opportunities coming. Mars is going to do its forward motion in the coming weeks, bringing with it the added benefits of finance, reputation, and if you allow that creative spark to come forth without letting others drag you down, then all's well that ends well. Don't forget, before I see you next month, you must come to my website, astrology.com.au. Take a look at what's going on there. The dailies, the monthlies in text form, so you can beef up what I've said here, pad it out, find out a little bit more, connect some of the other factors. And the yearly readings are also available for you, so you can see exactly where all this is headed. So take care. Do come back next month. I look forward to your company. Bye-bye for now.